One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us at Johnny Red Floyd Stadium in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, home to the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, a squad looking to put on a show, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders. Have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, winning at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Fires downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st and 10 for the offense. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. On the move. Breaks into the open. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it. It's Diggs. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it, and you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And it's a touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Oh, how could that happen? He misses the extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Middle Tennessee's offense will have its first possession of the game. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get it. On a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
On first down from their own 22. They'll give it to the back. He breaks a tackle. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
Man, nice. effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Of 2. Number 10, on to kick it away.
He's got it. He's got great speed. Good job by the coverage team, and that's how we'll end the period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. On the move, it's Diggs. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Leaves it with the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back. And they're in for a touchdown.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. Running behind that left side. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front. Catch in the middle. It's Udo.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The analytics nerds say the goal is at least 4 yards on first. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Gets it past the marker. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This drive's been productive so far. Already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Grab behind the line. It's Mueller. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air, it's Powers. Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush, he didn't hurry, he took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just... right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He'll throw on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Quick tempo here for the offense. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. Got room on the return. Inside the... And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands, guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in Murfreesboro. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Floyd Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And here's the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football palm out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Running to the left. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Under fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that early. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, you get the incompletion there on 3rd down. You've still got a half of football basically to play. Do you trust your defense down 1 possession to get it back to give you a shot? If you don't, then you've got to stay out there and you've got to go for this, and you've got to dial up your best play to stay on the field.
Punt is on its way. Wants to return it. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's 4. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
you can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he...
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those 2 interceptions, that is massive.
Bringing it back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corners are walked up tight. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
That's the story today in this game. The coverage defensively has been so good. They seem to always be in the back pocket of these intended targets, and they swat another pass away incomplete.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, MTSU. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing... he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Power football with the run. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly complete. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We reached the end of the period. Middle Tennessee is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it. still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ezukama. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Looking to throw, it's Powers. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught for the touchdown.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
How about this? A two-point conversion coming. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good. And lead is 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. And the returner will be knocked down. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Snags it quickly on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Got out of trouble and throws. Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll have to punt for the 4th time today. Make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than...
There he goes. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Looking downfield, it's Powers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking for the score. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
How about this defense? They needed to come up with a big stop, and they did. Great job trailing late in this football game, probably forcing the punt here, and a chance to set up your offense with great field position, and they need a score.
Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover?
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. Jumped on top of the pile. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Ivy. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Powers. Here's a heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. And it'll be a... Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were